Last year, I did the Tough Mudder race with a group of other fitness professionals. And if any of you have done the Tough Mudder, there's awesome obstacles in between running throughout the race. And one of the obstacles, called the Polar Plunge or the Arctic Plunge, was a huge learning experience for me. So when I approached this obstacle, I just jumped in with the other girls next to me, and I never looked at what the entire obstacle outcome was. So shock hit my body when I'm jumping into this freezing cold water with blocks of ice cubes all over the place, and we had to swim underneath a platform. So as I swam underneath the platform, I was thinking in my head that it wasn't going to be very long for me to swim, but then when I got in the water and it was dark and muddy, I couldn't even see when I opened my eyes. I felt like I was in a tunnel. So I thought I was having to swim underneath some length of a platform that I did not know what that length was, and I realized I did not take enough air to get me through this tunnel. As I reached my hands up above my head, all I could feel was hardness. So I perceived that I was in this black tunnel, that I was losing air, and I started to panic. So I decided to turn around and go back the way that I came. And I shot up out of the water with pure panic and fear, just completely enveloped in my body. And I got out and I looked at the obstacle, and seriously, it was just a tiny little billboard, really, the length of maybe a billboard that I had to swim under to get to the other side. And really, all I had to do was stand up. But when I reached for my hand, I could feel the hardness of the ice, and I perceived that I was in a complete tunnel in darkness. But the reality was totally different from what my perception was. This is what happens when you are willing to be radically honest with yourself and create outcomes. You literally are able to detect the snakes from the ropes. How many times have you perceived a snake on the ground and your initial reaction is knee-jerk, jump back, there's a snake on the ground, but when you get closer, there's actually a rope. It's all your perception. This happens the same way in the body. Your body responds chemically. The same chemicals are released when you perceive fear and when you perceive excitement. Spiritually, how many times have you gone through the rituals and the routine, but you are still choosing to be disconnected from your source, from God, from the light of Christ? There's so much power in positioning your body and spirit to connect to the light of Christ. In your business, how many of you hold beliefs, hold snakes in your mindset that selling is hard, that enrolling and finding clients is hard? It's scary. I'm jumping back because that's a snake. It's scary. I don't know how to do it. And in your relationships, how many times have you sat in a connection space with your spouse and warred at him in your mind? You were just warring, one after another, perceiving snakes, feeling like you're in a black tunnel, but really all you need to do is stand up and look at what is true. What is true? There's so much power in being able to be coached, because there are so many times that I perceived a snake and my coach was able to show me that it was actually a rope. I was able to create outcomes, to look at the end goal and work backwards and create massive results. And let me tell you, the key ingredient to all of this success is you being ruthlessly, honestly, radically committed. And I understand this platform because I have walked through the darkness myself. I have taken the walk out, the walk of faith. I know what it takes for you to shift. My programs and coaching spaces are powerful, and it does require your permission. So I have 2 spots left in a couple of my spaces. I have my fitness coaching programs. Whatever value space you are willing to play at is whatever results you are going to have. If you know how to make $500, awesome. I want to teach you how to make triple that, which means you're going to get to invest more time, energy, and resources to be able to play at a different level. So in my fitness coaching programs, I have 2 spaces left in my life coaching program. It's a powerful space where we coach in the body. You receive a customized exercise program, a nutrition plan. I coach you in relationships, spirituality, and business. Your whole life will change. We will get to the reality of what your snakes are, and you will be able to know what's true and what's not. I will bust you through that tunnel, and you'll be able to stand up and breathe and actually feel joy in your life through the pain. You will get to face the pain, and you will get to have joy on the other side of that pain. You will get to pass through sorrow that you may know both. You will get to express in your feeling world versus depress and push down and sedate and hide and act like those things don't exist. There are no good and bad emotions. Emotions are information, and we will take them on boldly, facing them. And I will teach you how to hold your sword. I will teach you how to hold your shield and teach you how to fight your battles. And it'll be amazing. There's 2 spaces left in my business coaching program. So if you are a professional in health, energy, or fitness, I want to teach you very specific skill sets and mindsets in sales and systems and marketing, body language, shifting your space from codependency to co-empowerment. And I have a co-coach in this space who gets to show up big time to support you. So if this is you, fill out the application, take the leap of faith, and walk into the darkness, because what do you have to lose? If you are in the same place that you've always been, you get to change. You get to do something different to create new results. I'm ready for you. Have an amazing day.